It's the Brad and John Show.
It is the Brad and John Show. This is the Brad and John Show for Friday, January 31st, last of January 2025. This is the B block, which means we started off about 7:20. John, I have a surprise for you. I
can't wait.
You know, you accuse me of not following up on certain things, and I'm not good at follow-up. And, to a certain extent, you're right. Sometimes I'm not very good at following up.
I usually am. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not good at following up on things. I followed up on something from yesterday. And matter of fact, I not only followed up with a text message, I followed up in person. And the phone be ringing right now. You hear that phone ringing? Hopefully this person's going to answer.
Hi, this is Bill Eigel.
Is this the real Bill Eigel?
Is this the real Brad Hildebrand?
It's me, Bill. Hey, I appreciate you answering the phone this morning. We talked about you on the air. I'm on the air right now live, so no potty mouth. I'm on the air with your friend and mine, John Combest. He can't talk to you directly, so it's just going to have to go through me. And he essentially, he threw down the gauntlet to me yesterday because of the fact that I made I made a comment that I think that you trying to be the Republican Party chairperson is beneath you. It would sort of be like Bruce Springsteen deciding he's going to play the pageant theater. You know what I mean? People go like, well, he's like a big concert kind of guy. What's he doing playing the pageant? So what do you have to say about that, Bill?
Listen, public service is something that I've always been honored to do. And my desire in any endeavor has always been to advance conservative policy and move Missouri towards a version of the big red states that are doing big red things like Florida and Texas. For me, if that means that there are folks that are willing to entrust me with their vote for governor, or folks that are willing to entrust me with their vote to lead the state party, or maybe something here closer at home in St. Charles County in the next couple of years, I am honored to have that level of support. So I take all of these things very seriously. And you guys know how busy the Bill Eigel rumor mill has been over the past few months. And even I find myself struggling to keep up with it. But you know what? I have always enjoyed being a part of this public conversation about the direction of our state, and I don't dismiss anything out of hand. I'm humbled for the support.
Yeah, but here, this is the interesting thing. I've known you from way back. I think I've known you for like 20 years, when you were still running your Skylight company. You were an advertiser in the station, this very station, okay? Mm-hmm. You came very close to a huge upset because when you announce for governor, people go, oh my God, Jay Ashcroft's has got this locked up, blah, 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 blah. Okay, in the primary, you came in number 2, you beat Jay Ashcroft. So to me, I'm going like, why would somebody with that, and I'm going to use a Democratic term, Bill, pardon me, why would someone with that gravitas want to reduce himself to a Republican chairperson for the state of Missouri?
Well, I don't see it that way. For me, it's always been about policy. It's always been about what makes a better Missouri. And if there's an opportunity to be a part of that process in the very short term, then certainly that's something I'm going to take a look at. Now we're going to find out the answer to that question, and in the next 24 hours, if such a coalition exists. But I can tell you that I made up the decision. I've had several months to think about it. And I've had an opportunity to really consider if I want to remain in the public limelight, because as you guys know, I've gotten a lot of gray hair over the past 8 years. And it's interesting because I feel my hair color is starting to return. So I'm feeling a little bit better about this. But I enjoy and I'm passionate about where Missouri could be as far as the policies we're implementing in Jefferson City, and even how Missouri can be a big supporter of what Donald Trump wants to do in this country. So no, I don't take any opportunity like that lightly, whether it's governor, whether it's party chairman, whether it's county executive here in St. Charles County, or anything else. I'm flattered from all the folks that reach out to me, and absolutely I take that seriously. And if there is a role for me and a place in God's plan where I can serve the people of our community or our state, I'm going to take a really close look at that.
Bill, I got news for you, something you probably aren't aware of. I've been sneaking into your house at night in your bedroom, and I've been putting Grecian formula in your hair. So that's the reason why your hair is going not all that great.
That's outrageously creepy, but I suppose I'm thankful. That's what it is.
Okay, Bill, I appreciate it. It was good to meet with you last night. That was a pretty decent event last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the Francis Howell school board candidates that Francis Howell Families has put up. I know Randy Cook from his first run and all the good work that he's done since then. But both of those candidates are going to be very strong, and I'm excited. I've been talking about, you heard me say it last night, this is going to be the golden age of the Francis Howell School District.
Listen to you, Bill. You're just teasing everybody with all those things. Okay, let me go back to something you said earlier. Did you say you're going to make a decision in 24 hours? Is that what I heard you say?
You know what, Brad? Here's what I'm willing to say for you right now. I'm willing to say that if you're willing to have me back on your show next week, I am confident. I'm willing to commit to you right now that I'm ready to give you clarity about what my direction actually is going to be in the coming months, and as we head towards the middle and ending portions of 2025, moving into 2026.
Would that be?
If you can have me on your show next week, I'm willing to be very clear about it. How's that sound?
How about if we call you Monday morning, same time? How's that?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay, you heard it. He's going to commit because you're like, you know what, Bill? You're like the pretty girl in high school that is like, there's like 10 guys saying, hey, will you go to the prom with me? And you go like, oh, I don't know. Hey, what? Do you have a nice car? Are you going to give me nice flowers? Where are we going to dinner at? We going someplace nice? That's what Bill Eigel is right now. He's the pretty girl in prom season, right?
You guys know that I am not pretty. I mean, that we all know that's a very fair assessment, and I am not pretty. So I have to object to the analogy a little bit there.
Okay, Bill. And I will say this in all sincerity. Thank you for you and your wife's service to our country.
Yes, yeah, those were very fond days. We were happy to serve. I was much thinner back in those days, and I didn't have any gray hair back in those days when I was serving in the Air Force. So we were happy to do it. Like I said, public service has always been a big part of my life, and we'll see. We'll see where the next step is.
Well, that's because I was your bunkmate back in the Air Force, and I kept putting that Grecian formula in your hair. That's why.
It's like one step forward, one step back in the interview. I love this.
You got it. Okay, bye, Bill. Okay.
Good to see you guys.
Okay, John, your reaction to that? Do we make
fantastic? Great job, Brad. I can't believe you followed through.
Did we make any news on that one? He's saying he's saying Monday when we call him. We'll call him Monday. He's going to tell us what he's going to do.
I love that, Brad. That's fantastic.
So, John,
let's do it on Monday. That's going to be great.
Do I have your permission to call him on Monday?
Absolutely, you do.
Okay, I went to this event last night, and do you know what the event he's talking about? It was this fundraiser for the Sturm Cook candidacy. They're like a team. I don't understand this thing where all the school board members run as teams. Do you understand how that works?
Yeah. So it's not official. It's not like in some states where you have a governor and a lieutenant governor running on the same ticket. They're just unified in terms of yard sign locations, advertising, things like that. Yeah, the woman's name is Ashley Sturm. I would also point out that she was on Drew Shelton's show the other day. Drew posted a picture on Instagram of Ashley Sturm in the studio. I think it was 2 days ago. So folks can go to Real Talk 93.3 and hear Drew on that. But yeah, it's Sturm. And who's the other guy?
Cook. And
yeah.
And by the way, Tracy and Rick, once again, we promote your radio station. We note that you exist. We note that you're on the air, as opposed to the way you treat me. I just want to say we're the better people, and you're not. Can I say that, John?
Well, yeah, you did just say that. So tell us about the event last night, Brett, and who hosted it, and tell us about it.
Well, here's the interesting thing. I've probably driven by this place, I don't know, literally thousands of times, driving back and forth in 94. This was at, where's my phone? They changed, the name. The place has been under several ownership, and it's not owned by the Hoffmans. One of the wineries there, as you come down the hill into Defiance, okay? Let me look at the thing I've got here. I'll give you the official term of what this called. It's called... Where is it? It's called the Defiance Ridge Winery. And if you're coming into Defiance, you're up sort of on the bluff, and you make a slow sweeping right-hand curve into Defiance. You get down on the floodplain down there, which Defiance is on, downtown Defiance, and this place is up on the right. It's up on the hill, and it looks like an old southern kind of mansion kind of place. And I have to be honest with you, it was huge. I mean, you go into the area, and there's like a bar right in front, or there's people eating. They were serving dinner, and people are eating dinner in there. But then you go into like the event area, and it was probably, and I'm not exaggerating, it was probably 200 feet long and maybe like 70 or 80 feet wide. And they had a really good turnout last night. And here's the interesting thing. We're talking the heavy hitters was there. Not only was Bill Eigel there, Nick Schroeder was there as well. Is that pronounced his name, Nick Schroeder? Isn't that how you do it?
This is like my new favorite running gag where you say his name wrong. Yes. Yeah, Ricky Schroeder from Silver Spoons was there.
Okay, he was there. Bob Onder was there. Now,
Nice, U.S. Congressman Bob
Yes,
Onder.
U.S. Congressman Bob Onder. Now, I get made fun of sometimes. It's sort of interesting. Last night, after I went there, to give you an idea of what like a heavy hitter I am, after I went there, I hit the Culvers in Chesterfield Valley. And as I'm making my order there, the lady behind the counter is working. She's actually comes out behind the counter, and she looks at my boots and she says, "Nice boots." Now, the interesting thing about that was probably 45 minutes earlier to that, I said to Bob Onder, "Nice boots," because he's wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah, that's him. That's really who he is.
Right. I wear cowboy boots as well. I love cowboy boots. I've worn them for years and years and years. And sometimes people make fun. Are you wearing cowboy boots? Yeah. And the problem with that is
because you don't have the dexterity to tie shoelaces anymore. Right. Not since you went into Delmar Gardens that first time.
Right. I have the Velcro snaps on my cowboy boots as well too. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Who else was there? Bill Eigel was there. Mark Mathieson. You know who Mark Mathieson is?
Mathieson. Yeah, Mathieson. Yep.
He's a state rep as well too. Joe Brazel was there last night. I mean,
very nice.
I'm trying to hit all the different people. There's a woman there. If you ever heard this lady before, I've seen her before. Her name is Abigail Stahlschmidt, I believe, and she plays the electric violin, and she is so good. I mean, and she was doing like some of the warm-up music.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, here's the interesting thing. On the PR thing. Here, let me find it again. This is the thing that was on. And matter of fact, it's interesting because I signed up for this organization. It's what's the name of it? Or you know what the name of this organization is? It's the
Francis Howell Families.
Yeah, keep Francis Howell School Board conservative. Okay. Adam Schnelting was there as well too. Did I mention?
Oh, very nice.
Did I mention Nick Schrader already? Did I mention Nick Schrader?
Yeah, Ricky Schroeder, as you call him. Yeah.
And it said, and Mark Cox is your MC. The only problem was...
Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, he's very closely tied to those folks. Did you chat with Mark?
He wasn't there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, they said he had something else to do, and he said he got there later. I didn't stay around. It started at 6. I stayed until about 7:30, and he wasn't there. So the guy who is the master of ceremonies is some big wig in this group, and he sounds like he's got a little bit of German in him. You know what I'm talking about? You know what this guy's name is? I can't.
No. I feel like we're playing charades. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm on their email list, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know what the gentleman's name is.
I've heard him on the radio before. I've heard him interviewed. I know I've heard him on 97.1. I think I've heard him on Tracy's station as well, too. Once again, in one break, we've mentioned Tracy's station twice. In the past,
we don't need pats on the back, Brad.
In the past 3 years, how many times do you think Tracy's mentioned our station?
Probably not. I mean, not on the air. Yeah, but we don't need that, Brad.
Okay. So anyway, a good event. And it was Randy Cook and Ashley Sturm and, a lot of people there. And I was sort of surprised. Now, if you want, you can see I've already posted a bunch of pictures on the Westplex Talk Facebook page and also the Westplex. I think I put it on the Westplex Talk.
Oh, well, hold on. Westplex Talk has a Facebook page?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is good to know. I'm glad that. Okay.
You didn't know about that?
I like to find out the stuff on the air. That's great.
And we also have a LinkedIn page as well, too. Did you know that?
Are you being serious?
I'm as serious as heart attack, John.
Why wouldn't you mention this to me, Brad? I don't mean to be confrontational, but why wouldn't you say, hey, John, here's some stuff that we're actually doing to promote the station?
Well, it's just like here's the thing. John has made comments I'm speaking in third person. John has made comments about Brad not promoting the radio station. So for the past 2 weeks, we've run billboard campaigns in St. Charles County promoting the station. I have been actively engaged on social media to the point where I think in the past 2 weeks, I've done 80 or 90 social media posts that have been on the Westplex Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, the Westplex Chamber of Commerce LinkedIn page, the Westplex Chamber of Commerce, what's the other one?
Okay, I got you. We get the point, yeah.
We are now all over the place, and it is one of my New Year's resolutions that we, instead of being the donkey getting kicked, we are going to kick the donkey, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow, that's amazing, Brad. And you're going to stick with this?
John makes fun of me.
When you had to buy Westplex, by the way, this is awesome. If this is true, and I'm going to Facebook now to check it out. I'm not being sarcastic, Brad, but it's wow. Westplex Talk has are any of these followers real?
Yes, they're real. You think I made them up?
Well, no, but I mean, like when we first joined YouTube, the first 1,000 views were all like Russian bots.
Right.
If you go back and look at the traffic, wow, it looks like some of these. It looks like there's actually a logo and everything. You updated some stuff, Brad. This is awesome.
I'm moving forward, John. Once again,
it's amazing. Yeah.
How do you get Brad to do stuff? You do one of two things. You either make fun of him, like John does, or you tell him. Or you tell Brad, there's no way, Brad, you can do this. You're not going to be able to do this. You're going to fail at this. I'm going I'll show you, butthead. And that's.
Hey, Brad, now listen, to your credit, and I want to say this for real. One of the conundrums over the last more than a year was I thought, I don't know how to inspire Brad. Like if I make up a story and say, hey, Brad, I'm thinking of quitting the show. I'm going to go work for a competitive radio station. It doesn't inspire you to action. If I say, look, I don't think I have the time, it's just not working out, doesn't inspire you.
Well, see,
but something in the last month has inspired you. Maybe just saying that you're not promoting the show, maybe that's what inspired you.
See, this is the interesting thing. When John says, this is back in August, when he tells me he's going to go work at another radio station, not only do I say, oh, John, please don't say, I go, hey, John, here's a couple people you can call, right?
Yeah, and you call the bluff.
Right, I said.
But I mean, the point was, I've been searching for a long time of something that might inspire some action or some focus. And all I had to do, to your credit, Brad, was just say, hey, why don't you do more to promote the show and the station?
John,
and look at what you've done, Brad. It's amazing.
You don't realize what I do behind the scenes. And yesterday, you're not going to believe this, but for an hour and a half, I had a meeting with not one, not two, not three, but 4 people from the Lutheran Church at Lutheran headquarters down there at Lindbergh and 44. So I was a busy boy yesterday.
Yeah, Brad. And now, are you ready to announce that you're the new voice of Dial-A-Prayer?
No, I'm the voice of 557, I'm sorry. So if you have something that you feel sorry about, you can just dial 557, I'm sorry. Or if you want me to give you a prayer, you can call, 25 God Squad? I think, 25 God Squad, 25 God Squad. And people go, 25 God Squad, just dial the number, 25 GODSQUAD, and you'll get me, and you can leave your prayer request, and I will grant your prayer request. So, John, I'm not shucking and jiving. I'm moving and grooving. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, you know me. I'd love to say when I stand corrected, Brad. And I'm the first one to tell friends of mine, I say, with Brad, I'm sometimes very petulant and I can be very childish. And because I'm throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks. In Brad, I rescind and all of my comments about you and all the little pokey things I would say to try to nudge you. And this is amazing. I'm on the Facebook page right now. It's fantastic, Brad.
At least for today, you're gonna rescind that, right? It's okay. So now, here's what's interesting. This is going to be an interesting day. We're going to say goodbye to John because John's got some special things he's doing for one of his kids.
Yeah, and check your text message because we're not going to have a third block, Brad.
Oh, hold on a minute. Did Camelia? Did she cancel on me?
And you could take a look at your text messages. I don't know if we want to stay on the air or what's going on, like without her permission. But yeah, so this is our final block right now.
Okay, I get it. Okay, that's good because of the fact that I didn't really check. See, here's the problem, John. I am so into listening to every single word that you say that when I'm on the air, I rarely look at my phone anymore. I really don't. Okay, so you're right. This is our last block today, and you know what I'm going to do for the next 20 minutes? I'm going to send out more social media posts on our various websites.
Yeah, incredible, Brad. And you can even taunt John the Naysayer. And you know what I would tease if I was Brad Hildebrand? I'd tease the fact that at 7:21, we'll call it, on Monday, we're going to be talking to Bill Eigel, who will clear up the murky waters around what he might be doing next.
John, is that something that's going to be on the johncombest.com site because of the fact that we've got this exclusive interview where he says he's not going to toy around anymore, or you could say we could use a different word.
Another verb. Yeah,
but,
and I think it's great because I'm sure at 6:20 he'll be on with Mark Cox, and then he'll do us at 7:20, so we won't get the exclusive, but it'll be great.
Yeah, or maybe I won't say that. Okay, John,
Don't say it.
Have a good day.
You too, Brad.